Hey, what's going on everyone? I'm the OPJellicent and we're back here on Pokemon Showdown today. Going to be using this SD Poisonium Z Toxicroak team right here, which hopefully can do a lot of work. It's able to break through a ton of bulky mons, stuff like Clefable, Tangrowth, Diancie. None of those appreciate this mon, so hopefully we can break some walls with it. And the one big stop is Celesteela, of course, and I guess Landorus T with the Intimidate, even though we have Ice Punch, but Zeraora is able to do a lot of damage to those with the HPS and the Plasma Fists, of course, and I really thought the pairing could be good because it also lures in Tangrowth quite a lot, and you can Volt Switch out of there, bring in Toxicroak, and break some walls, which could be very nice. So I like this pairing. Then we have Mega Diancite, just with 4 attacks, appreciates the Volt Switch support from our Zeraora, just a nice wall breaker. Then we have AV Tangrowth, which you might find weird on an offensive team like this, but we really needed a pretty reliable switch into Ask Ninja, and Assault Vest Magearna tends to get worn down pretty easily, so I decided to go right here with AV Tangrowth. Then we have Rocky Helmet defensive Lando with rocks, and Battlebond Ask Ninja with these spikes to hazard stack alongside Lando. So that's going to be the team. It'll be down below in the description in case you guys do want to try it out alongside me, of course. And I'll be right back with our first game. Okay, we got our first game right here. We're going to be up against some pretty unique web squad right here. Thankfully, I have Magic Bounce Mega Diancite, so I can just lead off with this right now. Mega Evolve right here and go right for the Power Gem. I'm almost tempted to not Mega Evolve, but I feel like he might go for... He goes for Energy Ball, yeah, so that's the reason I didn't want to. As he's actually Scarf, it looks like, based on that, so let me switch out here into AV Tang. Make sure that I can keep my Mega Diancite alive, and just throw off a knockoff right here is fine. He's not Scarf? Why did he outspeed my Diancie? Am I missing EVs on this thing? Or did I mess this up? I am missing all my EVs on Diancie. Alright, we're gonna roll with that. We're gonna roll with it right now. Definitely did not know that I did not EV that thing, but it's alright. He brings out his Beedrill right here. I think we can win this game with no EV Diancie, to be honest. He's gonna go here for the U-turn. Let me just go here for the Landorus T play. As U-turn's about to come out. Goes for knock, actually. So now what I can do is U-turn out. I feel like he might go Espeon to, make sure that I don't get rocks up, which is exactly what he does. Gets a Keyberry. I can go here into Greninja now. Greninja has EVs, right? Okay, good. Let's go here for Dark Pulse. And just do a lot of damage to this thing. We're able to bring that thing really low. As out comes Mimikyu, and what I can do here is just go back to my Landorus as he goes for the SD. I'm not sure if this is a Z move or not, but we can handle it if it is. Let's go for the Earthquake again. We might live that. Yeah, we take that easily. Mimikyu is such a weak Pokemon, as we're able to Earthquake right there. And I can just Earthquake again right here, pretty much. Unfortunately, this thing does outspeed my Zeraora, but in order to revenge kill this mon right here, I think I want to use my... Let's go here into Toxicroak and just click Sucker Punch right now. It's kind of risky, but I feel like he's not going to Shadow Sneak. Yeah, oh, that didn't kill, but he missed. Very unfortunate for him right there. As what I'll do here is just go for Sucker Punch again. Unfortunately, it fails, so kind of a 50-50 right here. Really dumb of me to do this. As he goes for the Shadow Sneak again right there, so now I gotta sack off Zeraora anyway just to do this. I should have just gone out into this first, but it's fine. I can just click Plasma Fists here. That does a ton. Let's see what he brings out though. Maybe Beedrill. Beedrill's a problem now, for sure. But I think Gran can maybe be able to pull this game out. Goes out into this. We'll probably sack off the no EV Diancie right here. Goes for Flame Charge. That can't outspeed Gran, so I'll just go Gran right here. Click Surf probably. Get that thing out of there. Goes out into the Beedrill. I just gotta go for the... I'm just gonna sack my Tangrowth here. Fell Stinger. Not quite sure what to think about that. He really risked the roll too. Let's go back to this and click Shuriken right here. Knock that Pokemon out. And then his last Pokemon here is the Celesteela, which we can just click Shuriken and then click Plasma Fists on, which I think should be fine. As he tries to go for Hidden Power, which it doesn't do enough, and this last Shuriken will come through. So we have EVs on our Diancie now, which is cool. I'll drop a GG in the chat right there. Unfortunate that I sacked off Toxicroak to the Mimikyu for no reason, but it's alright. And I'll be right back with another game. Okay, we got our second game right here, going to be up against some nice bulky offense right here honestly not a terrible matchup. Zeraora can check the Mega Lopunny pretty well. Zeraora is also a fine lead. I actually like Zeraora lead right here. Yeah, he's going to lead off with Gren, so this is perfect for me. I can just Volt out here. I feel like he won't go Lando too. I feel like he'll go Tangrowth, just in case I go for the HP Ice here, of course. And even if he goes Lando, I'm not too worried about that. He goes Tangrowth, yeah, so that's what I thought he might do. As what I can do here is just let's bring out Toxicroak and just throw off a Gunk Shot right now. Is, I think, the play right here. I'm just gonna go for Ice Punch, actually. I feel like he'll go Lando T here. And I kind of just want to catch that thing on the switch end right now. Yeah, he's gonna go Lando T right here, so this will do a good amount, thankfully. We'll find out whether he's defensive. That is defensive, yeah. We did way too little. As what I'll do here is just go out into my own Landers. If he wants to get up rocks, I'll go ahead and do the same right here. As he does get up rocks, I'll just click the rocks here too. And now what I'll do is go ahead and just switch out here. Now let's go for the HP Ice of my own. Yeah, he's gonna go for U-turn and take some more Rocky Helmet chips, so that's fine. Brings out his Greninja right there. I can just bring out AV Tangrowth here. As he actually goes for the Ice Beam, so he's Protean, so that's good information for me. Unfortunately, it looks like Tangrowth will be going down. I didn't particularly need it though, so I'll just let it drop right there. As since we know it's defensive Tangrowth now, he's completely blown back. I mean, defensive Lando. He's completely blown back by my Zeraora. Is it Scarf? We should love a Scarf Ice Beam. I can just Volt out again, actually. As he's gonna go back to Tangrowth, of course. Now what I can do is just bring in my Toxicroak again right here. And just go right here for the Poisonium Z this time, I think. In case he wants to stay in and choke right here, because then it'll put me in a really commanding position with the Greninja on the back, which I think can really help me out. Unfortunately, he switches out into this thing on that turn. Not ideal at all. I think my new Uncon is Diancie then. I mean, Zeraora still does work. I'm just going to Sucker Punch here. I feel like he's going to Magma Storm, and I just need damage off on this, put it in range of Plasma Fists and all that. This could have gone a lot better. Unfortunately, he actually goes out into Latios, so not quite sure what to think of that right there, but I'll go right here for the Ice Punch. I doubt he wants to take a Sucker Punch from me. And he may go for like Defog or Roost here, or even Calm Mind. He just goes for the Draco. I should have gone for the Sucker Punch then. Let's get in Mega Diancie now. Just go ahead and Mega Evolve here and go right for the Moonblast, I think. Can pressure Tangrowth quite a lot. So he just sacks off the Landorus T, so this is kind of an unfortunate turn of events right here. He gets to click Surf. As he does quite a lot. He's running Surf too. Most people run Hydro Pump. I like to see that. Let's click Dark Pulse here. I think my play is literally go for the flinch. Just to kind of get back in this game right now. It would be kind of cheesy if I get it, but well, not really cheesy is the word, just kind of unfair, but we'll see right now. As we do get the flinch, unfortunately, for my opponent. Yeah, that was definitely very big right there. As we do get our Battle Bond, which is really cool. Goes Mega Lopunny. I'll go ahead and just sack off my Lando T to this. On the return, I can just Earthquake here and then bring out Zeraora. And go right here for the Plasma Fists, I'm pretty sure. Is my play. Sacks off his Gren. So what's he trying to bring out here? Maybe his Latios? His Latios could be Choice Scarf. I mean, I'll feel bad winning this because I did flinch him, obviously, but had I switched out there, I don't think I would have had a chance in the game anyway. All I need is damage on this Latios, and then I win with Shuriken, basically, is the thing. So how am I getting damage on the Lati? Maybe with Mega Diancie, but this guy does not know what he wants to bring in. If he goes Lati here, I'm HP Icing. I just need damage on that, and that's like the last thing I need damage on. Maybe I can just go... I might have to go Hard Gren, too. He's trying to figure out a way where this is not a 50-50, because if he goes Lati, it is a 50-50. Does he go for the Psychic attack as I go Gren, or does he go for the Draco as I go into my Diancie right here? That would be the question. I feel like he would click Draco. I mean, if he... Okay, so he's gonna go Lati here. So let's play this out. If HP Ice, then go Gren. I don't think it'll win me the game. I gotta get this 50-50 right. I'm gonna go Diancie here. on the Psychic, so now I can go Gren here. Actually, this dies on entry, so no point. Let's just go for Moonblast. Maybe it's not a speed. Maybe it's a speed tie here. We do have EVs this time, of course. Yeah, maybe it's a speed tie, and I can win the speed tie right now. That would definitely be great here. But yeah, no point in switching out Diancie when it dies to rocks. I just have to try to keep it in here. If I go Gren on the Psychic, could it be the difference, me sacking it, going Zeraora? I'm gonna go Gren here. I feel like the Death Fodder could end up mattering. Yeah, he's gonna Psychic, yeah. And what this allows me to do is get a kill with the Dark Pulse right now. He's gonna sack off his Tran. And then probably go out into the Mega Lopunny once again. Which, this is where that sack is gonna matter, I think, because I sack it off. Then go back to Gren, and it's another 50-50 here. Or do I just go Zeraora? No, I think I have to go Gren here and play off another 50-50. No, maybe if I go Zeraora, I just win, though. Let's just go Zeraora here. And just go right here for the... Just go for the Plasma Fists, I think, is the play. As we're able to knock that Pokemon out. Out comes his Latios. So is this Scarf? It is Scarf, and he's going to be able to win the match anyway. So, I mean, the flinch gave me the opening, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. I'm going to go off the Draco Miss as this guy misses. I completely hex this guy. Yeah, and I played that pretty badly too. Like, I definitely should have played smarter with my Toxicroak plus Diancie. I feel really bad about that. That's terrible. I didn't deserve the flinch or the Draco Miss, but nothing I can do about that. And yeah, that's really terrible for him. But I'll be right back with another game. Okay, we got another game right here. I completely hacked the last dude, so I have really no basis to complain about hacks. If it happens again, the rest of this alive. But this guy's very weak to Zeraora. It's just a nice Coco Medi offense right here. I think we can outplay it, though. Let me lead off here with my... I think Diancie's a fine lead. He's going to lead off with Tapu Koko right here. Not quite sure what this thing wants to do, but I'll just go ahead and go Tangrowth on... this is a T-Bolt, okay. We can take that attack, of course, and just fire off a... Just go for the Giga Drain here. He may U-turn into maybe his own Tangrowth. Goes for the U-turn. It's a crit, unfortunately, so now... when I switch in, it'll be worse, but he goes out into Landorus T. We're able to Giga Drain that, and I get a bit of health back, which is cool. And now I'll just go out into my own Landorus T here. As he goes through the rocks, which is understandable. I can just do the same here. Goes right for a hidden power. What's he weakening me for? As he goes through the hidden power again right there, so... that could have been ideal, like a little bit more ideal, but I'm going to go Zeraora right here. Go right here for the hidden power ice is fine. Goes Tangrowth. Does this thing take fire punches? I don't know, I'm going to Volt Switch out. Goes right back to Lando. I'm going to hidden power ice here. And I'm going to fire punch because this guy really wants to go back to Lando, apparently. Okay, so we get out of there, and now what I can do is just bring out, I think Tangrowth is fine, he'll probably knock off. Goes for a Giga Drain though, which is an interesting option. I do want to SD up eventually, so do I do that now? Probably not. Let's just go for the, Ice Punch, expecting Landorus to come back, yeah. As we'll be able to knock this out with Ice Punch twice here. As, yeah, I should be able to outspeed it since we know it's defensive. And just knock that out in 2 hits, which is really cool. I like that. Now, our Tangrowth is still not very healthy, which I need it healthy for the Magearna, so I need to get it in one more time, and then get it out to get more Regenerator. But yeah, this Magearna is looking like kind of a problem, not gonna lie. As he goes out into the Greninja. I'm gonna go Tangrowth here. I don't know whether he remembers Dry Skin. He goes for Ice Beam, okay, so he did remember Dry Skin. And what I can do now is just bring out... I just have to sack this off now, which is terrible because I needed that for his Magearna. But what I can do here is bring this out now. Go right for the Dark Pulse on the incoming Tangrowth. It does look like we 2-hit KO that thing, which is cool. He brings out Tapu Koko. We get to weaken that as well. I can just bring in Zeraora here. As he goes for the U-turn, unfortunately, not the other thing. He goes for... Does he have BP? He just had jump kicked right away. Why didn't he fake out? I could have knocked this out with Plasma Fists. Okay, I don't know, but I'll go out here into this now. And just go right here for the Dark Pulse. Out comes Tangrowth again. I just Dark Pulse again. Goes Magearna. We get a crit, which is cool. I'll just continue cooking it until I die. There's a shift gear. Gears have been shifted. Okay, so I gotta knock this out with Shuriken. So I'm gonna sack off Toxicroak here. Go back to Gren now. And I think I'm just gonna go for the Shuriken. And if he goes Tangrowth, it'll be unfortunate. I feel like he's gonna go Tangrowth. I feel like this is actually a 50-50 that I can win off of. Never mind, we got 2 hits. I always get 2 hits with the Greninja, I don't know why. As that's gonna be the game right there. I swear I always get 2 Shuriken hits when I don't have Battle Bond, but it is what it is. I mean, like I said, I got super lucky the last game, and that guy just completely blew me back with Shift Gear Magearna. I knew it would be a problem after the Tangrowth went down, but I had to use Tangrowth for so many things between Gren and the Tapu Koko, but it's alright. And I'll be right back with another game. Okay, we got another game right here. Gonna be up against some Mega Mawile Volturn. Greninja is very good here, actually. So what I think I can do is try to wear down this Magearna, basically. It's probably gonna be my game plan. Diancie is really good here, too, actually. Let's lead off with Lando, as he's gonna lead off with his Lando. So I don't really have a reason to stay in here. I can just go Tangrowth, as he gets a Parax. I could have done the same, but I'm not too stressed out about it, as I'll just go for knockoff here. Or I can actually Earthquake, predicting the U-turn into Mega Mawile. Is not a bad idea either. He just stays in. I really expected U-turn, but I guess it's the lead set. Okay, do I need this? I do need this. Crap. Okay, let's go back to Lando on the second SD. He's gonna like explode now. Let's just try to get a Brox alongside him. As he tries to predict my switch again. I guess, what would I switch out into to take an explosion? Let's just go for the Hidden Power Ice here. As he goes right for the SD again. So what am I sacking to an explosion right now? I think it has to be Toxicroak. So down goes Toxicroak to the Landorus. This could be worse. I mean, we got out in a 5 versus 5 situation. And it could definitely be worse right now. So let me just bring out a Pokemon that can threaten a lot. I mean, I have no reason not to go Zeraora, to be honest. Zeraora does the work. And I knew I needed Lando for his Mega Mawile and Cortana, so I might actually preserve it for Cortana, just because I feel like I can check a Mega Mawile between Gren, Tang. I mean, not Tang, Gren, Diancie. Diancie Earth Power could definitely be doing a lot of damage to that thing. Goes out here into Latios, which is not ideal for me. I'm just gonna go hard here into Tang, I think. I don't want to be Scarf and Draco me. As he goes right for the Psyshock, which doesn't do too much at all to me. As what I can do here is just go right for the knockoff. He didn't go Mawile last time, but he's gonna go Mawile this time. I should have Earthquaked. Yeah, these reads are tough. I gotta go Lando here. I have no other choice. Goes right for the Play Rough. I could just Earthquake now. Actually, I can just U-turn out here. I feel like he'll switch out. Yeah, he's gonna go out into the Latios here. As I'm able to U-turn and get in Gren right here and just try to get my Battle Bond right now. I'm pretty sure this is Scarf though, so he's gonna go for the Draco Meteor here. Or the Shuriken. I'm just gonna Shuriken here. As yeah, we're able to get in. Gets in his Tangrowth. I'm just gonna go out into my Tangrowth here. U-turns to Mawile. I feel like as long as Tangrowth is healthy, I won't lose to Cortana. So let's go here into Landorus T. As he goes for the Play Rough. So what do I bring into Revenge here? Probably Gren. I mean, I can go Gren or Diancie is the thing. Is it Shift Gear Magearna? And that's why he's trying to keep it in the back right now? That's probably it. Let's go here for the Earth Power. And at this point, Tangrowth cannot come in safely. As he's able to take my attack, unfortunately. Let's just go Tangrowth. Actually, as he's going to U-turn again. Always back to Mega Mawile. So now he gets a kill. Which is a little bit scary, for sure. I don't want it to be on this. I can't sack this. I just lose to Cortana then. I feel like I may end up sacking Diancie. Yeah, let's sack Diancie here. And then go probably Zeraora. And he'll just Sucker Punch that. Let's go Gran here. As what I can do is just go right here for the... How much health is Gran Hat? 20. It took a big hit earlier, yeah. Okay, let's go here for the Shuriken, as I'm sure he'll Sucker Punch, or at least try to. And then... Maybe it'll come down to... I mean, we know it's Scarf Cart, that's the thing. Well, if it was Scarf Lottie, would it really be Scarf Cart? Probably not. But basically, Shuriken I think is the player here, because I don't want to take Sucker Punch damage for no reason. Well, how much would Sucker Punch be doing? Is the thing. Because I feel like it's going to switch it out, because the moment this thing dies, he loses to Tangrowth. I'm just going to Surf. This guy's thinking about this play a lot. Does he sack off Gren here? I feel like he'll sack off Gren. Had I just called the Gren coming in once, we would be fine, but... It's going to come down to a few things. First of all, what sets this Magearna is a big one. And if it is AV, does he double out into Mawile on my Tangrowth? These are definitely all questions to ask. This guy does not want to choose a move. It's kind of a predicament. Okay, let's calc the Mega Mawile while we're waiting. Against Greninja. Yeah, we don't take too much from Sucker Punch, so that's fine. He's just going to sack off the Greninja here, which is totally fine with me. I gotta go Tangrowth, as he's actually SD. And is this Timid? Why would you... I mean, you died to Surf. Alright, I'm gonna hope it's not Timid. Well, if it is Timid, my best play is HP Ice. Please tell me it went for HP Ice. Nope, it went for Knockoff. And we got rid of a Choppleberry. Okay, so at least he's in Shuriken range now, which is something. So I'm gonna go out into this here. Go right for the Shuriken. Goes Magearna. I just Shuriken here. And hopefully like shift gears and I 2-hit KO him. That would be funny. Trick Room. Okay, I gotta crit one of these. Just one. As unfortunately we do not get the crit, and it looks like he will be winning right here. Dang, that sucks. I mean, I really thought I had the late game right here. Yeah, it's just because I switched out on the Cortana. Like, had I just surfed, I really thought he would be Scarf. Like, there's nothing I can really do about that. Goes right for that. You want to miss. Yeah, he has Sucker Punch anyway, so yeah, he's able to win the game right there. Very close game though. I'll drop a GG in the chat, but like, whoa, I'm really low on the ladder now. I need to ladder up on this account. And yeah, definitely a very close loss right there. Had I just stayed on, on the Cortana, I would have won, but unfortunately, I should have expected it to be SD after I saw that the Lottie was probably Scarf, but it's alright. I'll be right back with another game. Okay, we got another game right here. This will probably be our last or second to last, because I've lost so many points due to Toxicroak. Like, it hasn't been performing. I lost like 100 points while testing, and now we've lost more points here, but it's alright. Definitely. Just trying to have some fun with Toxicroak while I can, and then I'll ladder up in between. But Toxicroak actually has potential here, which is funny. This Mega Latias is annoying. He's very weak to Mega Diancite, though, so just gotta keep that in mind. Let's try to get up early rocks. He's gonna lead off with the Diancie right here. Does he have HP Ice? He may have HP Ice. I'm gonna go for the Earthquake. He just goes for Moonblast, and we'll be able to take that and knock him out, so it's a pretty worth it trade in my opinion. Goes Tornadus. I can just go out into my own Diancie here. On the Acrobatics, so it's physical. He's gonna go for like Steel Wing or something. Let's go into Zeraora as he goes Ferrothorn, so I need damage on that, so we'll go for Fire Punch here. As we do a ton of damage to that. He goes for Gyro Ball. As what I'll do is just Fire Punch again here. And I just knocked that Pokemon out. So it was a double down, but it's fine. He has no Dark Pulse switch-ins right now. As what I can do is just bring out... I'll probably bring out his own Zeraora here, if I had to guess. Let's just bring out Tangrowth. As he goes Tornadus, so this is less than ideal. Let's go out into this, get some chip off, and then go... Maybe Gren? Does Gren Dark Pulse kill? Now what I gotta do is go Diancie here. As he showed that he switched out last time, so let me Mega Evolve here and go for Power Gem. As he's actually not faster than me, so he must be Modest or Adamant or whatever. As that's definitely good. Tangrowth being healthy is great too. Goes Zeraora. I gotta go Tangrowth here on the Plasma Fists. I can just go for knockoff now. As he goes for into the Victini, which we get rid of the Choice Scarf, which is good. I feel like I can just sack Toxicroak here to the V-Create. Go out onto Greninja. Click the Dark Pulse right here. As he goes Latias. We'll be able to definitely 2-hit KO us, as he's actually Scarf, so... we knocked off the Victini Scarf though, so that's good for me. He needs to double here, and even if he doubles, I don't think it'll be enough. As he goes right for the Close Combat, I can just Earthquake here. As he goes Victini, he does survive, but... all I need to do is go out into this. He goes for V-Create, doesn't even kill. I can go for Moonblast here. And this is what I was saying, if I had a Pokemon that could actually like do things instead of Toxicroak in this game, I could definitely do better. Like a lot of the other Pokemon that I feature do quite a bit of work, even though they're not OU Pokemon, but this one for whatever reason has just been super underwhelming. I can just go here for the Earthquake, Earth Power. And then just bring this in and try to put it in range of my Shuriken as the play. As that should be Shuriken range. As he didn't 2-hit KO me right there, so we're able to pick up the win, and I guess I'll get one more game just to, maybe get back up above 1550 right here. I'll be right back with another one. Okay, we got another game right here. It's going to be up against this Rotom Torn Volturn team right here by ABR. I think what I can do right here is just do a lot of work with Greninja for sure, but Zeraora is really going to be doing a ton of work here. Let's lead off with... I feel like I'll lead Rotom. I feel like there's no reason not to lead off with Zeraora and just Volt Switch out here. I know this is AV Tang. I can just bring out Lando here on the Earthquake and just get up rocks now. Or I'll actually just U-turn out on the incoming Torn. As he goes Rotom, I'm pretty sure this is Plane Split, not the other variant with the Defog. So we'll go out into Tangrowth here. And just try to knock off a Helmet maybe. Yeah, I feel like that's a good idea. Just knock off a Helmet, and if he goes in Mawile, I'll just go back to Lando. Because Lando is still at full, we can take any hit from Mawile, get up rocks. And I'm pretty sure this is Pain Split Rotom, so if you show this as his initial switch in, I think we'll be fine. So he's going to go either Torn, or he actually goes Tran, which is, I know it's leftovers, right? Oh, it is Z, okay. I thought it was, oh yeah, it is Z, it's Z Heatran and Rocky Helmet Torn is the set, so... I gotta choose something to bring in. I'm gonna go Diancie here on the Inferno Overdrive, which is totally cool. As what I can do is Mega Evolve and just go right here for the... I'm gonna hit him up with a Moonblast, I think. He could stay in. As he's gonna go Tangrowth, okay. I'm gonna go Landorus here. And once again, just try to get up rocks, because he showed that he wanted to go out into the Rotom Wash. Goes for Hidden Power Ice, which is smart. I can just get up rocks here. So how am I going to try to win? Goes Torn. So this is clearly, I know this is Helmet Torn. As I can just continue spamming rocks here. As I think my play. And yeah, let's just click rocks again. I'll go Diancie now. I feel like he's going to defog. He goes for the Hurricane and misses that time. How did that guy predict that? And what I can do now is just go right here for the Power Gem, probably. Let's go for Moonblast. As Defog's going to bounce back. As I can Moonblast this thing right now. And do quite a bit. And now I feel like it's going to go out into the Tangrowth. So let me just go right here for the Moonblast again, of course. Unfortunately, he missed the Hurricane, but I would have survived it regardless. Yeah, AV Tang comes in, as I feel like he's going to go for the Hidden Power Ice again. Let me go here into my Toxicroak this time, as he just goes for the Giga Drain, which is totally cool. Now what I can do is just go right here for the... I'm going to go for a hard Gunk Shot, I think. It goes Tornadus T, as we do hit, and we do a ton of damage, which is cool. I'm going to Sucker Punch here to try to knock it out. And, actually, is Gunk Shot not a contact move? Because we didn't take Helmet. I guess it's not, but Sucker Punch will be able to hopefully pick off the Torn. As he's actually going to go into the Mawile, so unfortunate that we didn't get rid of that right there. My play is always to Lando, as he goes right for the Play Rough. Can just get up rocks here. He may just go back to Torn now. Yeah, but at this point, now that he's so weakened, I'm spamming rocks until he knocks me out. Yeah, he's just going to U-turn out, so he takes even more, so that's fine with me. As, did I weaken Tangrowth at any point? I might have. But, yeah, what I can do here is just try to get in Zeraora eventually. That's the key here, just trying to win with Zeraora. As he goes out into his Rotom Wash, gets a bit of lefties. I need to try to weaken this somehow. So let me just go out here into my... Let's go Zeraora and Volt Switch as I think the play. A Volt Switch out and then bring in Grand on a Will-O-Wisp is probably the decision. And then I need to start doubling around just to, you know, get back into this. So go Tangrowth here. And then he goes Torn. So he's going to try to defog now. So let's just go immediately back to Zeraora. Is probably the best decision here. Or I'll just HP Ice and try to knock it out from this percentage. Can I kill it from 32? We do get rid of Torn. Sweet. Okay, so that thing's out of the way now, which is going to be good. Unfortunately, my Rocker is dead, but it'll be fine. Torn wasn't like too much in the way though, so I still need to weaken some other stuff before I can go in with the Gren. If he lets me knock his Tangrowth at any point though, that's going to be big. So out comes a big threat here. I'll just sack off my Toxicroak to the Play Rough, of course. Then go out into, I think, Zeraora. Let's go Zeraora here. As what I can do is just click Fire Punch here, as he's going to stay in, and just knock that out too. Yeah, this isn't working out. Tried to have some fun with this team, and unfortunately, just it's too unconventional. It can't check everything when you have a Toxicroak that doesn't really check anything on the team, but it's fine. What I can do here is just go right for the Moonblast on the incoming Tangrowth. My only hope is that he goes out into his own Tangrowth, and is that he lets me knock this basically, and then I can try to win with my own Gran. Goes Tran, so at least I can Earthquake this. Weaken it quite a lot. Goes for Magma Storm. Can I knock him out here? We do knock him out, okay, so that's something. But now he just goes out into his Gran here, I think. And just gets to click Dark Pulse for a knockout. But I'll go out into my own Gran to try to stop that. That's what I'll do here is just go for the Dark Pulse of my own. And now go... Well, Tangrowth's not healthy enough. Yeah, I need to try to win speed ties, as he won all of them right there. I'm just going to go ahead and forfeit, and unfortunately that's going to be at the end of the live. Toxicroak didn't really work out. It did a bit of work, but unfortunately that one guy switched in the Heatran on my Poisonium Z, but maybe you guys will have more success with it. Be sure to let me know how it does if you do decide to try it out, of course, and be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below if you are new, so that way you don't miss out on any competitive Pokemon content. And I'll see you next time. Later.